Greetings and salutations, ladies, gentlemen, Adranka, Mondak, Irjama, and Tim. We return once again. I've done a little bit of just quiet optimization in the background. We've only lost about a month. Nothing important has happened, but I've just taken the opportunity of setting a few things going. I'm getting ships back up to Caliban for refitting, because it's pretty important that we get the new warp drive set up. On top of that, I think, yeah, we've got 3 months until destroyers are finished. I really, and actually a whole lot of other things.
Science ship under attack.
Balls. No, no. Why? Ihlmac, you moron. Why did you go through this? No. Ihlmac, you're not an absolute freaking moron as well, are you? No? Oh, I'm glad. Well, you get the bleep out of Dodge. Why did you warp in right next to the defense stations? You moron! They can't even get rid of Rhass. Retreat, retreat! God damn it! I really don't care about the Ogre-like empires. One of our greatest heroes, one of the greatest heroes of our nation just died. I've got to call a pause because I've got a freaking call as well. 1 moment. Okay, so where were we? I just lost one of the finest people in our entire empire to this goddamned cult, and to his own idiocy and palthing. In fairness, when I sent him back up for the upgrade, I probably should have made sure that he stayed away from fucking cult. Freaking mother frigging Brakma. Yeah, so exterminating the final crucible just got a higher priority. Oh yes, hello the Ugalax. I speak on behalf of the Ugalak Empire, and I bring you greetings. Our great leader, Emperor Safith I, is very pleased to have made contact with your unique species, and we look forward to an exchange of culture and ideas. Okay, the Chancellor is pissed off this one. So, who's Hephanir? Who's Hephanir? This is Hephanir speaking. We're presently having a day of mourning. This was not the right moment to contact us. Wherever the frig they are. Is that Ogala? Oh right, so you're in the northern territories. Fantastic. Oh. God damn it! It's the loss of both an excellent goddamned scientist and an excellent goddamn science ship. With our limited abilities to explore actually at the moment, I'm not even sure it's worth building another one, but get one built. Freaking mother flipping. Oh. Yeah, we're going to destroy the cultist shipyards. Funny that. Right, once Adranka's holding is up, we'll be able to construct additional corvettes. Kind of think if we can probably expand the existing spaceports. Yeah, okay, so this episode, everything is getting diverted to this. My task is to wipe out the goddamn cult, and everything else comes secondary, even getting re-elected, although I don't think that's a problem. We need to avenge Rhass. We need to avenge Ihlmac the
Research
Crusader.
complete.
Oh wow, okay, everything completed at once. Field modulation. More power plants. We're not using Betharian, but if we did, that would improve it as well. Our energy storage capacity is slightly improved. That's probably not going to be a problem for us, but nice. What else can we work on? Fusion power. Yes. More energy efficiency. You completed Doctrine Space Combat. Gradual adaptation to the realities of deep space combat allows us to effectively coordinate larger movements. Excellent. What else do you have? Artificial moral codes again and again. It's not something we need, but let's work on some glacial removals. And finally, destroyers. Yes, we have our own freaking large ships to bring against these goddamn cultists. I appreciate the irony of saying goddamn at that moment. Destroyers. Expanded dry docks allow for the construction of destroyer-class military vessels. As a larger two-section design, the destroyer offers a broad array of strategic armament options. Lovely. And we can support additional modules. The advanced spaceport. Kind of considering it, actually. Deep space station is fine. The advanced spaceport permits destroyer assembly yards to reduce the cost and increase the speed of building destroyers. Very nice. And it allows us to continue increasing our spaceports. At this point, I'm almost tempted to get this and hope for another tech, but no, destroyers are enough. We don't need the destroyer assembly yards yet. Let's just get powered exoskeletons out of the way. I suppose it will marginally increase mining. Not that that's too important for us, but it's something that we can just get out of the way while we build a ton more ships. Come to think of it. Damn it! Sorry. Let's see what's created for us. The Corgus, with the crappiest goddamn build-up you could have. So the Corgus class destroyer, Faithbreaker. You know what? I have to keep that just for the goddamn value of having long shots there. Yeah, this is a destroyer. We want to take advantage of. We want to take advantage. Yeah, we don't want flash. Okay, so what have we got? Flash Bullock, Shine Bullock. Yeah, I was hoping that still the Faithbreaker is very appropriate right now. So we're going to use the fusion missiles. We get 46 range out of this, which is very nice. I'm quite happy with that. That's what I want. The Flash Bullocks, again, they can get me quite short range. The Shard Thrower has terrible range. That's not happening. Good lord, look at how horrendous that was. Okay, so we got a couple of short rangers, or I think one medium is basically how that'll go. 2 shots, or you know what, I actually like the idea of having a couple of just very close range missiles on top. We really should balance this out, but we're not going to. Drive 2. Don't have combat computer options. Ion thrusters, because speed is important. I've upgraded the short spear to include graphitic sensors, so it's not that much of a deal to have them. Right. Fishing rods. Deflectors. Another deflector. Probably another fishing rod. I mean, in fairness, if I got rid of these two, yeah, because it's got 600 hull points anyway, it's not that much of a worry. I could just pop up the armor. Not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. On something as meager as that. No. Get extra deflectors. No, don't that might not work. Okay. Did I improve it all? No? Okay. So, destroyers. 225. They're expensive. They're very expensive. But they should. Yeah, the Corgus should make a difference. I almost don't want to call. No, we'll go for the Corgus. It's like the Pulnar. It's our base. We can always do specialised versions on top of it. Yes, everywhere the Corgus design. Right, I think the science ship is going to have to take a back seat for now because Yeah, we have our goal. And we have Hephanir, of course. Chancellor Hephanir provides a massive bonus to actually getting things built, doesn't she? I had forgotten. Right, well what we want to do really is we want to build stuff. We want to build our destroyers at Adranka's holding. And we want to build our corvettes over at Caliban. Where is it the other way around? Might be the other way around. If we work on building up Caliban a bit, yes, I know that he was destroyed. You don't have to send a flashing thing to remind me. We're all... Did you not see the day of mourning? Ugh. Anyway. Caliban... Yeah, we might be best just building that destroyer here. It requires a level 3 spaceport.
Ships upgraded.
Okay, so the Wasari have declared the Ugralax their rivals. Lovely. I really don't care in the slightest. In the slightest. But it's nice to know, you know, presumably, in some way. The good news is we've seen a nice uptick in military power
Ships
across the
upgraded.
border.
Construction complete.
Oh, I'm glad. So, in a month that will be done. In fact, before I can construct anything else, I need to make sure... Yeah. Can we build a Corvette assembly yard? No, we need a level 2 spaceport. Bastard. Right. Alright, well, what we can do for now then is probably spam more Corvettes actually there. Caliban, I do want to upgrade our spaceports. Yeah, we need upgrades before we can start getting a large enough fleet to take these beggars down once and for all. So, yeah.
Ships upgraded. Construction complete.
Corgi's been fully upgraded. Caliban's finished its crew. Ihlmac have returned their rivalry. Okay, spaceport upgrade.
Ships upgraded.
Ultimately, it is going to make things cheaper for us, and that does make things worthwhile. But the frustration, the sheer frustration of it all. Right, so for now, is there anything Ihlmac can be getting that Haghonon at least can be getting up to? Well, he's still not a blooming. He's still not 5 stars. That's awful. I mean, what the hell's he been doing? No, it's just so frustrating. Well, first things first. Can you get? Yes. Oh, yes, he can get there. Okay, survey that system first, then survey that system, and we're not doing anything else. We're keeping this very slow, very careful. We're not making any more sudden moves. We're just going to take our sweet, merciful time about things. And like that, we'll achieve victory. Yeah, Spaceport 3, that's not happening anytime soon. So, let's take a look at our other... What else is going on? These guys are not yet big enough to support full planetary administration.
Research complete.
These guys certainly aren't. Oh, look. We can remove massive glaciers, an immense body of dense ice covering the region. Flash vaporization engines quickly and efficiently erase glacial ice at the expense of some increased heat and atmospheric humidity in the local area. Okay, so here's some interesting things. We have a rare tech here, so probably we want to research that. It's not going to come up again. Manifest destiny. This is yeah. I mentioned before about the idea of having a manifest destiny. Well, this is actually our manifest destiny. Have the courage to seize our fate and make true what was always meant to be. Yeah, it's going to take months of research, but it's absolutely worth it. Frankly, I think we've really learned by now. Any extension to our borders, completely worthwhile. just as a general rule. Border expansions, entirely what we want. So, A-okay with that. Or cannons more. Well, that is a more and a half, isn't it? Right. Oh. Okay, some of the rage is starting to slowly bleed off. Slowly bleed off. Nothing I can really use to optimize things.
Construction complete.
I love when Caliban's finishes cute. Could build some Corvette assembly yards. Need to focus on building that spaceport upgrade later. How much are the Corvette assembly yards anyway?
System survey complete.
Well, I need to... Oh, look. As you might expect, quite a lot of physics
Research complete.
from sitting in front of a black hole and studying it. Powered exoskeletons. Wearing a powered exoskeleton suit augments the user's strength and speeds. The military applications are obvious, but it will also increase labour efficiency. Very nice. Finally. Finally! Oh, you cannot believe how long I've been waiting for this. Well, I've been waiting about 25 years for this. Robotic workers. Goddamn robotic workers. Oh. Finally lets us build pops. I'll talk more about it when it's researched, but in fact, at this point, I'm quite tempted. Can we speed things up? If we do some engineering grants, let's make some engineering grants. How fast can we get this done? 20 months, 21 months. That's better. I can work with that. Oh yes, that is exactly what we need. Also, yeah, studying going on then, but oh, this will solve so many problems. Also, for those of you who've been following from the forums, you'll know that it relates to the grand goal of the series. If you've not been following from the forums and you don't know what the win condition is, then, well, once I get robotic workers researched, I will explain. Because, yeah, I mean, the base game has two win conditions, which are essentially conquest and domination, to borrow the Civ terms. Either you settle 40% of the stars in the galaxy, well, colonizable worlds, I think, anyway, or you, crush or subjugate every other empire. Still, though, feel good about that. Feel very good about that.
Anomaly found.
Oh, excellent. Ancient precursor civilization. Well, Haghonon is the best man to do it. With Rhass's destruction...
Research complete.
It does almost feel like it's, like it was preordained, like something was going to kill him with the previous troubles we had last episode, but still. Fusion power. Nuclear fusion processes create a great amount of power, but without many of the risks associated with fission power. Yes, so more compact high-energy production. Must be election time. So, physics labs, improved deflectors, active countermeasures. I think it's time for active countermeasures actually, because I don't think we're facing any. I don't think we're facing any missiles yet. Given that's the case, and we are working on lab expansion though on our worlds, maybe physics lab would be better. Of course, let's not forget improved deflections. Good lord. Active countermeasures. And of course, as ever, it's pretty much Haghonon or basically identical candidates. I mean, it's just a bit ridiculous, isn't it? Corvette build cost. Lovely. Yeah, let's just end up with the usual. I mean, when Hephanir dies, eventually, things are going to get very interesting, but... Ooh! The partial remains of an ancient Ute starship have been found in high orbit over Roshon 2. An initial analysis conducted by the Ihlmac the Learned indicates that the vessel may have served as a colony ship. Even cruiser-sized Ute ships were typically crewed by only 1 or 2 individuals, given the immense size of their bodies, but this hulk has more than a dozen cryopods attached, each containing withered exoskeletons from what must have been Ute colonists.
Situation log updated.
And we can even, if we pop down to Roshan, get some research done, and then finish studying the system. But okay, that's good. That's very good. And oh my goodness, look at that range! Oh, the warp range we have now. The warp range we have. Wait a minute, given the warp range we have now, could we get like? We could. I mean, we shouldn't, not with one of those, but still. Also, Mondak's Retreat. Ah. Do we have a planetary? No, we don't. Okay, well, I've left that one too long, but that's alright. We can work on a planetary administration. We can work on a few other things over here, actually. So I've completely left that running without... Oh, pardon me. Completely left that running without thinking about it. So, yeah, what can we build here? We can build everything here. That's fine. Upgrade that. Put a planetary administration down. I know it's delayed things. Has delayed things, hasn't it? You know what? You're right. Imaginary voice. Cancel that. Yes. Give me the minerals back. We need to produce our corvettes. We promised we promised production of powerful ships, and we are going to get production of powerful ships. But right now, how long will that space upgrade take? It could be worthwhile just focusing on. No, Sathmar will double the space. Doubles the space, makes it worthwhile. Go, spaceport upgrade. A little bit more work, and yeah, we'll even be able to throw in some assembly yards after this.
Situation log updated.
Oh, lovely. It's the standard then. Nice to know. Speaking of which, let's get those corvette assembly yards down here, because it's entirely worthwhile for us to be able to double build corvettes. There's not really anything else that we can do on that, but no. Corvettes from Sathmar, destroyers from Caliban. That's the rule. Anyway, glad to see that Chancellor Hephanir is once again ruler. So, Mondak's Retreat. Okay, Mondak's Retreat, we do have to get something done here. So, let's say... Is that really worth the effort? We'll probably build something. No, it's absolutely worth the effort. We need energy, remember? You're right. Okay, so, Noxious Swamp. Get that done. I know, it delays construction of other things, but we might as well. We do need a little bit of extra energy. That does go towards our goal, indirectly, but it does, of cleansing the cult once and for all that they've cost us. I mean, the pain, the torment. It's just we're harbouring a lot of grudges, and there's some well-earned grudges in there. So. I consider our position to be entirely reasonable. Oh, and they're busy. Okay, so Republican is busy studying the derelict colony ship via Haghonon. Fair enough. 30. Okay, just over a year till we have robots. Yes. Steps forward. Steps forward. Things seem fairly stable around here. You know. I mean, in fairness, none of us are embarking on massive colonisation drives right now. I mean, we certainly have other concerns, so I don't think I'm too...
Construction complete. Special project complete.
Most of the remains of the derelict Ute colony... Of the derelict Ute colony ship that operates Roshun 2 are in poor condition, but our archaeologists managed to recover the vessel's sublight engines. The Ute never breached the light barrier. Really? depending instead upon cryotechnology and thousand-year-long natural lifespans to spread their empire across the stars. Really? That is interesting. Didn't think it was even possible to expand your empire without faster than light transit. Well, that is interesting, isn't it? Well. Anyway, that's enough murmuring and saying, well.
Construction complete.
Okay. Dranker's holding has completed that. We are saving
System survey complete.
up for level 3 upgrades, aren't we? Yes, we are. The Roshan system has been fully surveyed. Thank you. That's actually one of our indicates it's time for us to go on and explore Kumar and Piscus. Speaking of other things, we do need to get a science ship out there. I might delay that until after we've got enough minerals to build our level 3 spaceport, but we do have this whole sort of section to start exploring, which is good. It's a great thing, but no, just Kumar. I'm going to stay the hell away from Piscus. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, there's plenty there to investigate, but actually there's enough there to investigate that it might actually be worth us crushing those. Well, for now, we can focus on Kumar and Hephanir. Get those out of the way. Okay, yes, we have enough. Let's build that spaceport upgrade. Okay, so in priority then we need Adranka's holding. We need to get that. We do need Corvette assembly yards up, and we'll get that soon enough. But I think science ship takes priority. We need to start exploring again. We've grown, you know, the stabilization of the warp drive has opened up a whole field of exploration to us, which for a long time was denied us, and I think that's important. Okay, leaders. We do need to use up some of our. You know, we have ample influence right now, which I think we'll do something with. But statecraft, rocketry, materials. Oh, good lord, this is terrible researchers. Tell you what, I think I can reset things by getting a new governor. I was looking at getting a new governor anyway. I think architectural interest. Yep, why not? Let's pop him down in Mondak's retreat, which I think requires a new fellow anyway. Tetran, nice. And back up to see about scientists. Oh no, no!
Construction complete.
I'm almost tempted to just quietly waste some. Yep. We're just going to dismiss that guy immediately. Yep. We just wanted to clear up the recruiting pool. New World's expertise. Nothing to be done. Nothing to be done. Well, it's been a waste of a lot of influence. I don't want to spend any more right now. So let's get the New Worlds guy out there because he's young, and we can at least work from that. But oh, such an utter waste of influence. I mean, it's a good thing that we routinely have to build new, new research outposts, and that renews our influence. But still, it's a bit of a bastard. Oh. Right, so Dranker's. Have we done? Hajun
System
Gallant.
survey complete.
Right. Okay, 2 surveys at a time. That's the rule. Seeking rules. How are we doing there? Yep, we're staying well away from Kumar. Good. Are our science ships upgraded to include the latest scannings? They should be. Yeah. They've got sensors. We're good. Just needed to check that. Okay, so Corvette assembly yards. Let's get that underway. That's going to be completed soon enough, which means we'll be able to... We can't build destroyer assembly yards, but we can build destroyers, which is enough. Yeah, we can start building those just off the bat, pretty much. Corvettes, similarly, we can just start churning those out as soon as that's finished. I think destroyers, again, are going to take priority. I want to really test these babies out, but...
Construction complete.
Caliban is finished.
Research complete.
Caliban is going to have to wait a bit, I think. Oh, we've completed... Okay, so we've completed the research of robotic workers. These robotic work units are perfect for menial labour tasks. They are hardworking and capable of following simple vocal instructions, but should not be expected to climb stairs. So, robots. Robots are the key to sentient AI eventually. And sentient AI is one of the greatest dangers in Stellaris. If there are too many truly sentient AIs pops running around, then it increases the likelihood that sooner or later there will be the machine rebellion, and we'll end up with a vastly super sentient artificial intelligence trying to take over the galaxy and wipe out all organic life. That is our win condition. Our win condition for Great Caliban, and this is why I chose Fanatic Materialists, is to cause the machine rebellion. We're going to drive this too far. We're going to make terrible mistakes, and we are going to have machines rise up against their organic masters. That's our win condition. For extra double victory points, we need to also survive it. I don't know if we can do that. But robotic workers are very nice. The first pop that you can just build. You don't even need to worry, like, you can spend 150 energy and 50 materials and it will just create an entire pop. We don't need to worry about breeding people. It's so astoundingly useful. So of course we're going to do it. Now, don't get me wrong, these guys are horrendous at research. They're not even that good at producing energy, but hey, we've got Kammarians for that. But the fact that they don't have workout, they don't have working days, they can work 24/7, means that their mineral output is excellent. They also do a reasonable job of producing food. Not that they need it at all, but it is useful for for the organics that are living on their worlds. Also, the habitability modifier, plus 200%, means that they can survive on any world, even tomb worlds, which we haven't really gotten to. So yeah, robots are cool. These guys, these guys aren't properly like strong AI. They're very weak AI. They've got a little bit of technology which allows them to learn and adapt to their environments, but functionally speaking, they can operate basic equipment. They can mine. They can farm. Anything that doesn't require any real creativity. They can even overcome simple obstacles, and they are perfectly capable of taking care of their own maintenance. But yeah, as you can see, creativity and even the highly skilled work of energy production just not viable. But that's all right. Don't even know what we're building. Oh, plasma thrusters could be useful. I think we can always use a little bit of extra speed, but projectile defense module. Oh yeah, that allows us to have mass drivers. I'm holding off on mass drivers for the moment. We'll see how we feel. But yes, that's what we're going to do next. Also, we can take off the engineering grants. Better to have equal construction. Oh yes, and we have gained a new policy. Artificial intelligence, servitude. The prospect of self-aware artificial intelligence raises many philosophical and ethical questions. We must determine where we stand on this issue. If outlawed, which it isn't, intelligent, self-aware machines are an incalculable threat to all living things. The creation of an artificial intelligence is an offence punishable by death. Yeah, this is the properly Dune approach. You shall not build a machine in the image of the mind of a man. I can't remember the exact wording. But yes, disassembles all robotic pops. Pops can't build robots. Servitude. The overriding purpose of any machine must be to serve its masters and perform whatever tasks it was designed for, regardless of how intelligent it may be. Permits, yeah. Well, we haven't got to synthetics yet, but those are basically replicants. They're the sort of peak of the AI tree, and they are uncomfortably just a little bit better than everyone. But first, let's build some robots. I'm really looking forward to building robots. So these guys haven't grown yet, that's fine. Let's move those guys up there, those guys up there for the moment. Okay, so what we can do, I think... How do we work this then? Do we build it at the spaceport? Armies, planet summaries. So we've got the mining work. What do? Build? Ah, okay, so I've got doubles. Right, so we've got the buildings, and I can build a robot. Oh, this is cheerful little, like, shiny face. This is adorable. I think that will... I don't know how long it takes to build things, but let's find out. And that's going to solve that bloody minerals problem. So that should grow... I assume just... Yeah. Okay, so it just takes 30 months. How long is that? That's what, 2 and a bit years? Fair enough. Yeah, ethics divergence. These guys don't have ethics. They're not intelligent enough to have ethics. But if they did have ethics, it probably wouldn't make any difference. They're mechanical, and they're robots. Yeah, that's pretty much fine. And yeah, because they are robots as opposed to any higher forms, they're perfectly happy all the damn time. It doesn't make any difference. Not that their happiness has any effect on things. But we do have a vendetta to fulfill, and as satisfying as it has been as it is putting that robot down, we do need to take care of the final crucible. Once we've got the final crucible sorted, then we can engage on wide-scale
Anomaly found.
use of robots. Ihlmac. Yeah. Right. Why not? Holden is more crystalline entities. They're just everywhere, these guys, aren't they? They're also an absolute bastard. Oh, Haghonon has finally leveled up. Excellent. Because we really need him to deal with that. 20% failure risk. Despite all of that, there's still a 20% risk of failure. And I think we have more anomalies about anyway as well, don't we? I'm not sure. I do know that regardless, there is that one to resolve. I think maybe it's time to resolve it. Once that's over, then we will set Haghonon to building. Okay, so it appears that the asteroid. Don't know what the asteroid name is. Let's find out. The asteroid Vir 872 and its surrounding debris originates from a former planet. Ah, so that's what all of this is. Deep within the centre of the asteroids we can find traces of extremely valuable minerals. There's also hints of bacterial life that has now died in the vacuum of space. This shows us that the celestial body once bore the promise of life. Very nice. Speaking of which... I don't know. Probably drank something. Well, speaking of which, let's get our old mate, our buddy, to find wherever the bloody hell that anomaly is. Was it in here? Yes, in Taurus. Go take care of that, would you? So, Mundak's retreat and Adranka's holding both have issues. Oh, right. So someone has left Adranka's holding, has gone off to Mundak's retreat, and has started causing all sorts of trouble. Lovely. I don't know what we're going to do with that yet. We'll figure something out. For now, leave it be. We'll work something out. Don't know what that thing is we're going to work out just yet, but it's certainly going to be something. Okay, so unpause.
Research complete.
Completed. Active countermeasures. We have the Sentinel point defense. Best defense is a good offense. Yeah, so that's basically point defense is just if you get attacked by missiles, shoot them down. That's as simple as it is.
Situation log updated. Evading hostile fleet.
Arrakis. Arrakis? Really? The Z aliens. Z aliens. Or possibly Kai aliens. Kai? Kai, I think. So we can learn more about them. Fine. Okay, so what options do we have? We've got the cold fusion reactor. Continues to increase our options for research. Self-aware logic. That's more AI. More AI work, which is good. Increases our number of research alternatives. I like that. Let's make it happen. Okay, so who's evading what? You're evading things. You have... I don't even know what that is. Something or other. Anyway, you're going to head back for now, but Arrakis... Does Arrakis have a desert planet? Because I'll be deeply disappointed if it doesn't. Molten, barren, asteroid. No desert planets on Arrakis. Oh well. Hajum can pop there next and do that in that case. Still though, that's interesting. You know, could be something worth investigating. The G aliens. Don't know. We'll deal with that when we get to it. When do we get re-elected? We get re-elected in 2231, right? So there's no rush. All sorts of building problems there. We'll deal with them when we can deal with them. Starvation. Who's starving? Mondak's retreat is starving. That is problematic. That is very problematic. What can we do? What can we do off the top of our heads? Not a lot, frankly. Really not a lot. How long will it take to build our basic hydroponics farm? 90 days. Can't take the time on anything else. I don't know what happens. What do we lose people, or do they just starve? Okay, it does look like they just starve. I mean, it's not great, don't get me wrong, but that's potentially manageable. I really don't want to spend energy on that, but we kind of need to. Yeah, as much as I regret it, we've got to have some food there. Delays our destroyers even more. It's a nightmare. But oh, ow, oh, sorry, background noises there. That's just your friendly neighbourhood urchin falling into things like an absolute klutz. Want to build destroyers? Don't have the materials to build destroyers. Okay, now we have the materials to start building destroyers. Let's see how well this works. Because I am interested. Starvation's still an issue.
Construction complete.
Imagine the Great Store should long since have dealt with that. Yeah, thought so. Dranker, what have you just done? You built Corvette assembly yards, haven't you? Excellent. Should make our Corvettes a little cheaper to build.
Construction complete.
Speaking of which, that's going to take a while. If I can get this dude over there, boom, everybody's fed. It's not much, but it's a start. At least if people are fed, we have things, you know, they'll live. Why is he migrating? Oh god. It's worn off, hasn't it? Oh no! All the troubles have started again in reverse! No! Right, Southbar. Start by getting some corvettes actually out the door. Short spears. Short spears? Really? No, don't give me short spears. Give me long ones. Short spears aren't too useful right now. I mean, we have plenty, so it's not much of a concern, but... Yeah.
Construction complete.
Okay. Governor Tetron has leveled up and gained the trait Resilient. Governor Tetron, I think, is on... yes, on Mondak's retreat. Nice to know. Resilient, I think he's just going to live for a while. Oh, sorry, good for her even. She's going to live for a while. The commonality of Kavab has died out. They've died out by... Okay, so that was a passage research, I think. Yep, trade deal ended. Construction finished. Oh, yes. We should now have, in that case, our first destroyer. So it does, it's a Corgus class. It does, so 92.3 military power. Not really sure what military power that's going to give us. Alright, so we have to do it individually. Okay, so it seems to be worth about 3 times, give or take, the value of a Corvette. But it's got longer range. That's the thing. That's what we built the damn thing around. Yeah, like if you compare to even the long shot, like the long shot we got hits at 36, secondary at 26. The Pulnar is just short range damage, so it's 36, then short range damage, and then with this 46, and again just short range hits once we get there. Like that's pretty useful just for. I like having the destroyer. 37 to 55, and again that's what 18 to 28. Yeah, so it's reliable. You know, we can get. I think having the larger gunnery points gives us further range, and that's actually pretty damn useful. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, and I think that's how we're going to want to bulk things out a bit. So
Construction complete.
we need to build destroyers. It's going to be interesting. Lovely, Caliban's finished. Drink as well. So curious on Caliban. How long is it going to take for? Okay, a while yet. Still, you know, another 18 months. Worth checking. I really want to finish building these destroyers. It's times like these I'm really feeling the aching delay of production on minerals. Here we go. A thorough geological study of Hephanir Hephanir 4 by the Ihlmac the Learned reveals nothing of interest. In fact, it is extraordinarily interesting. Its only defining feature is its lack of defining features. There are depressions and elevations, yes, but on the whole, the surface of Hephanir 4 is regarded as unnaturally flat. Likewise, the native flora and fauna are strikingly docile and unworthy of attention. I think that's a success, but not a critical success. That's good? Where is that? Unstable tectonics, mineral rich, can't colonize anyway to other people, but yeah, basically almost no tile blockers. That's frustrating because we can't settle that, but hey, if we could, yay! We'd probably send someone to do it. Let me pop down some folks. Right. Now, we continue expanding from here then. No expanding. Building fleets, that's our job. It's not late, it's early. That's about as exhausting. Here's the thing, like can we get more destroyers out in the time it takes us to get... Basically, yeah, that's the rundown. Can we get out 3 corvettes in the time it takes us to produce 1 destroyer? It takes 203 to build a destroyer. It takes 77 here at the Corvette Assembly Yards to build a long shot. 8 times 3? Yeah, basically. Well, it is more efficient in terms of minerals to produce the destroyers, I think, but it's quicker to produce the corvettes. Right now we have less minerals than we do time, so it may actually be preferable to continue building up our destroyer fleets. Gaffimul the Impetuous there. Gaffimul the Impetuous, wow. There's a name for a ship, isn't there? So Suthmar the Hardy then does 6.27 damage per day. Right. There's an evasion of 22, speed 6.9, armor 3. Worse evasion, worse speed. Better speed, better evasion. Does
Construction
more damage.
complete.
This is definitely our tank as they go. That's right. So more hull points, more shields. Again, it's that thing of speed, isn't it? Yeah, I think it does make a difference. With the destroyers, you need more shields though, because they can't really evade. No, I think we've got our destroyers for the long shot, for the long distance fire, and then corvettes will soak up, get in there, do short range execution. With that in mind, it might be best to focus on building. It might even be best to work on Pulnars. No, that's the state things in. We're going for a while. I need to take a port break. I quite possibly am well over time. I think I'm certainly over time. Let's take a break here. I might need to do an extra intro. I'll split this episode up. Pausing for now. Alright, just took a look at the time. I'm going to call it for now. We haven't managed to get... We have not yet managed to build up a fleet that I am comfortable can destroy our
System
opponents.
survey complete.
I'm not really happy about that. But there's more that I can work on in that front. We're not doomed yet. What we have done, however, is produce robots, and that is an excellent step forwards. For now, though, I shall see thee anon. Fare thee well.